I was completely taken back. I didn't imagine that, a kid who cleans crosses in his spare time would ultimately go up and win an award in Chicago. I honestly thought there was a kid who had done something similar to my idea, but on a much bigger scale.
Congratulations to Harrisburg football player Blake Eversman. The Chicago Bears named him their 7th Community High School All-Star Award winner. The Bears are recognizing 9 high school football players making a positive impact in their community and school. Blake received the hand-printed football you see right here, along with a $500 check to the charity of his choice. Let's learn more about the young man who loves to give back. Meet Blake Eversman, a senior offensive lineman for the Harrisburg Bulldogs football team. An outspoken young man with a heart full of kindness. To tell this story and to tell it well, we need to begin a journey that starts from childhood. A lesson in life shared from a grandfather to a grandson.
If I was out with him and we'd see a man or woman wearing a "I served in this war" hat, he'd kind of poke me in the side and say, "Go and thank them for their service." And that's just what I grew up with. It's what I learned to do to give them the respect they deserve.
Now let's fast forward to Blake's freshman year in high school. Blake received a new English assignment. Come up with a community project. The 4.0 student takes his academics serious, but this project had him stumped. A conversation with his grandfather, and a fuse was lit.
He talked about how when even he was a kid, the crosses were breaking and deteriorating. They were made in 1931, I believe, is when they were first put up and first grounded into the ground and given respect to those men and women. And he said even before he was born, ever since his father was born, they were already starting to deteriorate and get dirty and break. And he launched this idea towards me. And I said, I really don't have a better idea for this project, so let's do it.
This project was not just a one-time thing. It evolved into something so much more. Blake's grandfather, a Vietnam vet, served in the United States Army, and following Blake's school assignment, created the Veterans Memorial Preservation Fund.
It really hit me in the heart to know that I was able to do something just cleaning crosses for fallen soldiers. It really made me think about, if I felt this good after doing it just once and they looked this beautiful from just cleaning them once, what would happen if I waited a few months and came back again and see what they looked like afterwards? What if I waited a year and then came back again to see what they look like after I cleaned them that 3rd, 4th, or even 5th time?
To see what the cemetery was before and knowing that it was getting run down, and for him to be one of the leaders to spearhead the fact that not only is he cleaning the crosses, but he's helping with fundraisers and doing things to improve that area. It's very cool to have that kind of kid on the team.
Blake is donating his entire $500 check from the Bears to the fund his grandfather created. The hope is to provide scholarships in the future or help struggling families who lost a loved one who is a veteran.
I just ended up recently losing my grandfather about a few months ago from cancer due to Agent Orange from when he served in Vietnam. And I was terrified of doing it this year. I didn't think I'd be able to go through and stand out there and do everything myself, but the community really kind of stepped up.
Blake fears when he goes off to college, the crosses will get dirty again or start breaking and rusting. Mr. Nyberg, a local middle school teacher, came up with a plan.
Why don't I record you kind of telling the history of these crosses and saying what you do to clean them and how you should act around them. And then every year, whenever you're not here to clean them, I'll take a group of students, show them the video, and we'll get right to cleaning.
Blake is going to attend the University of Alabama and major in psychology, minor in political science. The Harrisburg native says one day he wants to work in a VA hospital.
Knowing that my community is going to keep on doing this even after I'm gone is astonishing. It's beyond beautiful to know that the community is able to pick up where I left off and keep pushing forward. It honestly can bring a tear to my eye.